not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does compared to
That don't even look like
water.
coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee,
That is over.
the white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. Your coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
It does look good. If I drank coffee, I would drink that. That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
If you cheat,
See, they say you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it. Play it over and over and over. The long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying.
The devil. And the devil
Here you go.
Y'all wasn't gonna pay me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have
on
to
the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. That best verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch to give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. Like the least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk as fuck or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Hey people, hey. Hey y'all. What is up? What is going on? What's going on with my hat today? Anyway, it's me. I am here. The L Teddy to the 27. I am here. What is going on? We're here to do what we do on a Saturday. Hey. It's Saturday. It's time to be silly. Welcome to Silly Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. The dossier today is packed. I mean, jam-packed. We even have a new segment today. I think you'll really enjoy today's Silly Saturday. So let's make it do what it do, okay? I need y'all to share this out, please, if you would. Share this out. Let the people know that L Teddy 27 is on. Somebody in the members only chat, go let the people know. I need everybody to hit the like button one good time. Hit the like button one good time. I need everybody to share this out one good time so we can go ahead and get this party started, okay? Because we got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about today. Hey Vovo, hey Cookie, Hey, L Love, Lemon Kush Pepper, Tracy Wilson, Diamond Pearl Gem, uh, Monk Chip. Hey, boo, I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute. I hope they ain't working you too hard again. You know how I be feeling about the people working you too hard, Tracy. Not Tracy, Monk Chip. Um, hey, Tanya, boo. Me and Tanya gonna be together in 2 weeks. Don't worry, y'all gonna see me and Tanya together in 2 weeks. Um, Jay Parrish, what's going on? Sharice, what's up? Montrez, what's up? What is up, people? What is up and what is up? Like I said, please go ahead and hit the like button, um, if you would, and share this out on all social medias. Let the people know where to find us. Tell them where we at and all of that good stuff. Y'all, we're gonna have a great time today, like we always do. And we're gonna get this party started. You off today? Good, good, good. Well, I'm glad you all, because you know they be working you too hard over there. They be working you too hard. So but yeah, we like to see it. We like to see it. That means you making money. That means you making money. That means you still have the ability. But you know, sometimes you gotta tell these people no. The coffee today I just checked. It is extra good. Extra good. Y'all put some shondos in the chat if y'all ready to get this party started. Go ahead and put some shondos in the chat if you ready to get this party started. Put some shondos in this here chat if y'all ready to get this party started. I am ready. Hopefully you are ready. And we're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna make it do what it do. Thank y'all so much for all y'all do. Y'all support me. Y'all are here. El Teddy, I bought those red velvet cookies. Child, I like sweet everything, but those were a tad too sweet for me. Oh, okay, they were too sweet for you. They're an acquired taste. They're an acquired taste. So y'all know it's Saturday, so y'all know I'm gonna be ready after we get off this live to go get my crabs. It's Saturday. I'm gonna treat myself. That is if I do a good show. If I do a good show, I think y'all should allow me to treat myself to crabs. Hopefully. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this party started. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. It's that time, y'all. It is time. Let me go ahead and take the overlay down. Let's get it started, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it like only we can. Like only we can. Time for my favorite segment, the ABCs. A bitch came. Cause a bitch just came. I'll be honest. With a lot of shit. I just can't. Just don't be. Most of the stories, it better be king. Listen, I'll go get some king crab. Listen. I saw it was they had king crab where I went last time, but they also had some queen crab. They had queen crab on sale. They had queen crab on sale for $17.99. And queen crab usually cost you about $24.99. So I might go get the queen crab cams, but I'll go get the king crab too. You ain't said nothing, Cam. You know, real girls do real things. Now that you done got me excited, now Cam. Now I might go get the king crab. Now, but y'all got to help a brother out. I'm poor. No, I ain't poor, but if I do a good job, show me some love. Let me know I'm doing good. Over here, let me know. We doing what we do, and you can sponsor some crabs. All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Can I get, hey Sticks, girl? I ain't seen you in a minute, boo. What is up? It's so good to see you. So good to see you. Let's put some hashtag ABCs in the chat because it's time for our ABCs. Hashtag ABC segment. Good to see you, Sticks, girl. I ain't seen you in a minute. It's so good to see and hear from you. Glad you came round here. Glad you came round. Hashtag ABC. Why? Because a bitch came. In our first hashtag, for those people new to the area, I always got to think about it because I always have some new people every now and again. If you're new, a hashtag ABC segment means a bitch came. These are headlines that we saw that we just did not have the bandwidth for. Hey, Tracy C, we didn't have the energy. Hey, Janae, We ain't have the energy, the bandwidth. We just did not want to unpack it. We don't have no time for it. We do not want to interact or deal with it. So it's time for our hashtag ABC segment. Blueface's mother wants Megan Thee Stallion to have his next child. I already told y'all where I'm at with Blueface and Krishan. Nope, we're not doing this. Nope. Y'all not gonna send Megan Thee Stallion down y'all little, rabbit hole of debauchery, deceit, and damnation. No, no, no. She said it would be on brand for both, no matter how bizarre. And I saw the little video where she said, well, at least he wouldn't shoot her in the foot. He might shoot her in the ass, though. I was like, see, this is the bullshit that I'm talking about. But this is, I just can't. I just do not have the mental capacity to deal with whatever the fuck Blueface got going on, his mammy got going on, Krishan got going. I don't have it to do no more. I told you I was done 2 weeks ago. I was done with them. So of course, the Krishan and Blueface are perpetual hashtag ABCs around here. Tyrese Gibson sues Teddy Pendergrass's widow. Biopic rights are mine. Listen, I was trying to read it, but Tyrese gives me brain farts. Tyrese. I don't know why I said Tyrese. Shout out to Tyrese. I mean Tyrese. Shout out to Tyrese Jackson. We like Tyrese Jackson over here. Shout out to Tyrese. But Tyrese Gibson, baby, listen, Tyrese. I tried to read through it and he gives me brain farts, okay? Absolutely gives me brain farts. He has this production company called Voltron Entertainment. Yes, it's named Voltron after the cartoon. I don't know how he got away with that. I'm sure there's some copyright infringement there, but I don't know. Anyway, saying that he paid $450,000 for the rights to a Teddy Pendergrass biopic. But, well, I think that's how much he said he spent. I don't remember how much he said he paid for the rights, but he said he bought the rights from the wife. But he's been working on this for a decade. Bruh, if you've been working on it for a decade and this still ain't come out, she has every right to go on and try and get that biopic done. Because but if we gonna get a Teddy Pendergrass biopic, we want a real biopic. We do not need the abridged, the whitewashed biopic. We want a real Teddy Pendergrass biopic. And we just don't believe that you have the mental capacity, Tyrese, to make this happen. Go away. We don't have time. No. The lady sounds dumb for even saying that, child. Oh, you talk about Blueface mama? Listen. I'm sick of her. Go away. Go. So Mona Scott went on I think the Breakfast Club and then Erica Mena keeps responding. Erica Mena, we don't care. Nobody cares about what you have to say. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy for Erica Mena. You're a racist, and we don't want you around us. Go away. She's not going to go away quietly. She's not going to. But she's still going to go away. I give Erica Mena to you all. I give Erica Mena to y'all. Y'all can have her. I don't want no parts of her. Nope. 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 Believe it or not, y'all, I don't have the energy for this whole, we arresting people allegedly that may have been involved with Tupac's killing. We know who shot Tupac. Orlando Anderson. We know who shot him. The man is dead. They took him out. Now they're on this thing where they're trying to arrest they arrest Keefe D. Now Keefe D is saying that Diddy offered him $1 million to kill Suge Knight. Tupac is dead. The man is gone. The man is dust in the wind. Do you hear me? And it's just, I, I don't even think at this point it's like closure for the family because we know the what happened to Tupac. We know all of the things surrounding his death. We know who shot him. We know why they shot him, and all this. We know all of that. Now, I don't. I'm not saying don't go and arrest these other people. Yes, but these people doing it breaking news like we didn't know who shot Tupac, as if it's a new. Oh my God, this has been a cold case. We never knew who shot. Yeah, we've always known who shot Tupac. We always know why they shot him. Now, some of these other players, if you go arrest them, just arrest them quietly and keep it moving. But Tupac is dead. He surely is. The family, well, I can't speak for the family, but if I were a family member, I would have gotten closure once I knew who shot Tupac, why he got shot, and I know the fact that that young man is dead too, and he got shot up too. That would have been the closure I needed. Okay, great. That's all I would have needed. But that's just me. But I ain't got time for that. Here's the I I saw this and rolled my eyes. I just saw this and rolled my eyes. He's the only surviving person that's in the car. Well, we'll see how long he's alive. Since they offing everybody, child, we'll see how long. They'll probably take him out in jail. Child. He said he gave the son to his nephew Orlando Evans. I mean Orlando Anderson. Okay, okay, okay. I'm just saying. Tupac died my senior year in high school. Oh, I just told my age. Oh God. It was the beginning of my senior year too. Sha. I just don't have time for Taylor Swift or Travis Kelsey. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. And then when you couple Donald Trump with Trailer, I'm not calling them Swelsey. I'm calling them Trailer for Trailer Park Trash. Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift are Trailer to me. They're Trailer Park Trash. And then you couple that with Donald Trump. I don't have energy for it. No, Trump is a former Swiftie. I don't have time. I don't. Anything involving Kris Jenner is a hashtag ABC. Anything involving her. Anything involving Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner admits to making boyfriend Corey Gamble turn down TV role because she didn't want him featured in a romantic scene. Quote, I told him to say no. I don't know. To me, any man involved with any black man involved with the Kardashian skanks or the Jenners are reenacting scenes from 1812 where the white woman will come out of the big house and have her way with the slaves in the slave quarters. That's just what comes into my mind whenever I see black men that deal with the Kardashian skanks. That's all that comes to my mind. And I could be wrong for that, but that's the only thing that I can think about. That's the only thing that comes to my mind. And the fact that you would willingly subject yourself to that tells me all I need to know about you. Mm-mm. Nope, won't do it. All right, y'all. I told y'all the dossier today was really packed. We got a packed dossier today. So let's go through the dossier. I mean, it's a lot in here today. There's a lot. I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as I can, but it's a lot in the dossier today. So we start with Senator Dianne Feinstein, Di-Fi. She passed away late Thursday night, early Friday morning, at the age of 90. She had been battling several health issues. Now, Diane was a moderate. She and I didn't agree on all things, but I will never deny, and I'm not going to, talk bad about the lady. The lady is going on to be with the great I am. And I would never diminish her contribution to politics. What she did in terms of breaking the glass ceiling for women, when she came, in, there were only 6 women in the Senate. That was 1992, and her and Barbara Boxer. And that was still when we still had Carol Mosley Braun, and so she was the first female mayor of San Francisco, first female chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, and Senate Judiciary, first female on the Senate Judiciary Committee. Like, she had so many firsts. She opened so many doors for women. She was a champion of LGBTQ plus rights. I will say that she was a champion. We know she came to power as mayor of San Francisco after the death of Harvey Milk, and the mayor of San Francisco way back in the 70s. So she's been around a while. She is you know, she was a mover and a shaker. I do think she stayed well beyond when she should have. She voted. Hell, the day she died, she was voting in the Senate. The day she died. So, but she's going on to be with with the great I am, and we will celebrate her in her passing. May she rest in peace. Prayers and thoughts and condolences to her family, friends, and loved ones. Barbara Boxer did at the age of 90. Not Barbara Boxer. Oh, dog! I don't call the lady Barbara Boxer. Diane Feinstein. I don't mean to laugh at. I'm laughing at myself, not at her. But Diane Feinstein dead at the age of 90. So listen. So it has come to our attention that they have finalized the divorce between Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels. The details have been sealed. She probably got one of the houses. I could probably see her getting custodial rights to the kids, and maybe they probably have shared custody, but she's probably going to be the custodial parent while they have shared custody. I could probably see that. Like I said, it's been sealed, so unless they let it out or their attorneys let out what's in there, um, we just don't. It's sealed, so we just are left to speculate. Now, let me sip my coffee before I say what I got to say. Hold on, because this may help me be nicer to her. Hold on. Monique Samuels is nothing more than a groupie skank and a groupie whore who understood the assignment. They were married for what, 11 years? Mama played the long game. She was a whore and a skank that was out there trying to get put on. Her best friend told us that way long time ago, but y'all ain't want to believe it. Oh, we love Monique. Oh my God. She wasn't trying to be a groupie. Oh, she wasn't. When Chris Samuels married, or got with Monique before they got married, Chris Samuels was an offensive lineman in the NFL, which means he's upwards of 6'6", 350 or 60 pounds. Monique Samuels was in there trying to bag in and looked at him, said, "Oh, I'm a good looking ass black woman looking to secure the bag. Girl, let me go in here. Girl, I'm way out of his league, but I'll go ahead and play the game. I'll go ahead and let him rub on me. I'll go ahead and let him lay his 350-pound body on my 125-pound body and try not to suffocate to death and make him feel like I love him when all I'm trying to do is secure the bag and play the long game so I can push some kids out, and now I can perpetually be earning money off of him." Same as all other groupie skanks. Same as all other skanks in the annal of time. She was a whole whore and a skank. She was a groupie. She was the same ones that follow the athletes, follow the entertainers. Let me hook up with them. Hopefully, I can get them to marry me. She was smarter and said, I ain't gonna get with a wide receiver because they get with everybody. I get with me an offensive lineman. They don't get too many people pushing up on them except for their money. And I'll make it like I like him. Listen, Chris Mama called her ass out years ago. But y'all ain't want to hear. And Chris Mama was right the whole time. Mamas be knowing. I ain't mad at it. She understood the assignment. She did what she had to do. She outlasted the rest of them. She had 11 years in, so she gonna be getting spousal support, child support. Hey, if I could be a groupie skank, I'd be a whole groupie skank either. Don't be confused and let it be seen like I got a problem with groupie skanks. If I could be a groupie skank, I'd be a whole ass groupie skank. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. Get it how you live. But don't y'all be out here trying to talk about, oh no, she loved him. She was a doting wife. And she is so distraught. No, girl. It is what it is. She secured the bag. Ashley Darby should have learned from her. That's who needs to be learning. Ashley Darby. Moving on. So, listen. This story right here has a lot of legs, okay? That is Zachary Ty Bryan from the hit show Home Improvement from back in the day. So he has been arrested for domestic violence, for violating his domestic violence court proceeding. Hey Harold, hey Xavier, that is Zachary Ty Bryan. He was a child star on the show Home Improvement with Tim Allen back in the 90s. So let me read some of this for y'all because this story has a lot of legs. And it has a lot going on. So he is currently locked up in Oregon for violating the strict terms of his release agreement in a domestic violence case. He was booked in Lane County Corrections on Thursday, September 28th, after an infuriated judge revoked his bail and issued an arrest warrant when he went on an apparent drinking binge wearing the court-issued electronic ankle monitor. He's in jail until he's able to post a $250,000 bond set by Judge Deborah K. Vaught. Let me get you some of the details. So he was indicted last month on 2 counts of felony assault with domestic violence specifications after allegedly battering his long-suffering fiance, Johnny Faye Cartwright, who is the mother of his 3 kids, twice in a span of 6 days. So he beat the fiance twice in the span of 6 days. He was free on $5,000 bond, but the judge ordered him to stay away from drinking establishment, and he had to blow into a handheld breathalyzer twice a day to make sure he wasn't getting drunk. Child, you still listening? All right, Stiggs girl, I'm glad you're still here. So on September 7th, the ankle monitor showed that the actor was apparently at California Neil's Lounge, Indigo Burgers and Beer, and the Beer Hunter, according to court proceedings. He was at several different bars getting plastered. Quote, the defendant is not allowed to frequent any establishments where the main source of revenue comes from the sale of alcohol. The defendant has also failed to make multiple scheduled breathalyzer tests. So he wasn't supposed to be going to no bars. He's supposed to be breathing into the handheld breathalyzer twice a day. He ain't breathing in the handheld breathalyzer. And he going to bars. They got a whole ankle monitor on you, sir. Did you really think they were not going to catch you? Child, a mess. A mess. He was sentenced to 3 years probation and domestic violence classes following the a 2020 incident with his fiance. He just has a long history of it. Why is he continuing to get bail? Is my question. A lot of these child stars and child actors, after they become adults, really don't know how to deal with and engage with the regular world. A lot of them, especially the white ones, many, if when you add the fact that they are white, and a lot of white people have inherent white, their mental of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy, and then you couple that with, being a child star where they have an inflated sense of self-worth. These people become adults and think that the whole world rotates on their axis. So they never really assimilate well to the world, and it just goes downhill for them. A lot of white child stars end up in jail and all kinds of stuff. He's a mess. Moving on. I don't have time. We got too much going on. The dossier is too full to spend too much time on him. I had a type of time. So back to Michael Orr. So a judge in Tennessee has pretty much canceled the conservatorship. She has ended the conservatorship. Now, just because the conservatorship has ended does not mean that his case cannot move forward. His case can and is still moving forward against that family, for compensation that he's owed, and things like that. However, the conservatorship has finally ended after all of these years. The judge ordered. Matter of fact, the judge was quoted saying, says she has never seen in her 43-year career a conservatorship agreement reached with someone who was not disabled. She said she can't, but she said, quote, "I cannot believe it got done," end quote. But these are the things that happen in racist ass white America. Racist ass white America, these things happen. So Orr is still suing the Tuohys. The lawsuit is still moving forward. He still needs to get paid all his money. I'm just glad the judge saw through it and said, yeah, this conservatorship is bullshit. So I think that bodes well for his lawsuit that he has against the Tuohys. Pay that man his money. If I was y'all Tuohys, I would give that man his money. I would take I would try to, take a plea. No, well, not a plea deal, but because I think it's in civil court. I think it's in civil court. I would take some type of settlement or something like that, or try to see if I can, have some other form of working this out or adjudication. Because if you wait for the court, I don't think this is going to end well for y'all. I don't see this ending well for y'all at all. Y'all better see the writings on the wall. Y'all better see. Michael Orr, get your money. Get your money. So about a week and a half ago, I gave y'all the story of Chandler Jones. We read all of his tweets and all of his Twitter posts and Instagram posts that was, disjointed. We couldn't make any sense of it. So day before yesterday, Thursday, he went on I believe he went on Instagram Live. I believe he went on Instagram Live on day before yesterday, and was live streaming, talking about everything he went through. Remember, he talked about them committing him against his will to a mental facility, and him saying that wasn't, it was beneath him. Now, what most people don't know is not only is he an NFL player, but he's the brother of John Bones Jones, who is the famous UFC star John Bones Jones, who's also had his own stint with law enforcement and with some mental illness, John Bones Jones. And so now the brother who seems to be suffering from having his own situations with both law enforcement and with mental illness. So he went on live and was live streaming, talking about a whole lot of stuff. And so his coach, Josh McDaniels, was also his coach, his offensive coordinator, when was the offensive coordinator of the New England Patriots when he played for the New England Patriots with Aaron Hernandez. And so somebody brought up Aaron Hernandez, and he started saying, "Oh, y'all think Aaron Hernandez killed himself? Nah, nah." And he started, making up these things, said Aaron Hernandez didn't kill himself, and so forth and so on. And then he just broke out and just started crying. So that picture you see there is a still picture from the live stream when he just started crying and stuff like that, because him and Aaron Hernandez was real good friends. So update, he has now been arrested. He was arrested yesterday morning um, for apparently violating a temporary protective order. There's not a lot of details about what order it is, what was the parameters surrounding the protective order that he violated, how he violated that. A lot of things are still vague. We don't know, but we know he's still in police custody right now in the great city of Las Vegas, state of Nevada. He's still in police custody. He is, the team is very concerned. The team released a statement um, saying that they too were concerned. They said that they are hopeful that Chandler Jones, well, let me read the statement. Quote, "The Raiders are hopeful that Chandler Jones receives the care that he needs. He, his family, and all those involved are in our thoughts. As this is now a legal matter, we will not be providing further comment." End quote. The man is manic at this point. He's manic. Um, the problem is when you go to jail, jail is not the best place to deal with the mental issues. They oftentimes are derelict of duties with regard to treating people with that are having mental episodes, or dealing with people who are having apparent mental episodes and things like that. I, I don't see this ending well with him being in jail. I hope that they give him a bond or things like that, and his family can go there and go and get him the help that he needs. He may need. It sounds like they Baker acted him, a few weeks ago. He may need to have that happen again. Something needs to. There's going to need to be some kind of breakthrough. Otherwise, I don't see this ending well. We'll keep him in our prayers. We ain't got a whole lot of time to spend on this because the dossier is packed, but I just wanted to give y'all that update. Listen, there's a lot more stuff. I'm sure y'all, I ain't going to even spend a lot of time on this because there's a lot more details. Now, that's Lizzo, and that is Asha, is I think it's Asha or Ashay Daniels. Um, I think it's Asha Daniels. Um, so she was on Lizzo's wardrobe crew, and she's alleging, harmful work environment, all of these horrible things that Lizzo apparently did to her. She said that she suffered from extreme labor conditions and witnessed racist and fat phobic slander and threats from the higher ups in Lizzo. Now, Amanda Nomura is one of the Lizzo's hiring managers. I believe, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, those who know, is this the same manager that the other ladies said was problematic as well? Because there's a lot being put on this lady. Um, there's allegations of dick pictures being sent in group chats and stuff, and it, Lizzo, Lizzo. Everybody, and I see a lot of people like, Oh no, this can't be Lizzo. Da 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 da. Oh no, I don't believe this. Listen, everybody ain't lying on her. I told y'all from the beginning, I believe every part of it. Lizzo is a band chick, and I'm a band boy. You can call me a band chick too, but I'm a band boy. I know what we do in the band, and all of the horrible things. No, 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 no. You said it has less to do with Lizzo and mm-mm. Nope. I absolutely believe Lizzo is involved. I absolutely believe Lizzo is involved. Xavier, I know everything they describe in these allegations are exactly what we do in the band. Exactly. If we really open the door to the Pandora's box of what happens in band, you'd be like, oh my God. Oh God. You'd be like, oh, rip. And she, from what I understand, she was a section leader in the band. She's a very gifted and talented musician. So probably a section leader and everything. So that means she's able to inflict all types of terror. I was a section leader. I inflicted a lot of terror on people. Now the statute of limitations on what I did, I passed, so I'm good now. But there's a lot of knowing being a leader in the band. There's a lot of things. You say a lot of horrible things. You do a lot of horrible things. There's a lot of hazing that takes place. There's a lot of microaggressions and macroaggressions as well. Like there's a lot that goes on. I can believe every word. Every word. Lizzo, you got a problem. You have a real problem. Now, the good thing about Lizzo is she's hired some great attorneys. She's hired the best out there. So I think it's possible, but baby, it's you gonna end up like Bill Cosby, because Bill Cosby keeps having all of these people making these allegations. Everybody ain't lying. I ain't saying everybody is being completely honest, but everybody ain't lying either. Child. Um, I think what's gonna happen, that don't mean nothing because she got a humanitarian award. You know how many people get awards and are horrible people? What I think is gonna happen though, that manager or those people on that team, when they start to get pressured and they start to face jail time or face repercussions, they're gonna start singing like a birdie. They're gonna start being like, we ain't doing this. I ain't finna go down by myself, and you ain't paying me enough to go down by myself. Boo. Let me start singing like a birdie. Let me show these good text messages I got from Lizzo. Let me tell you about all the time she told me to go do this. See, that's where the problem is going to really come in at. But we'll see. We'll monitor the situation. Good Judy over there in Fulton County. Fanning got a win yesterday. Small win, but a win nonetheless. It could be the first domino in a bunch of dominoes that could start to fall for our good sister over there, Fanny. Let me pull this up for you. So, um, I really should start to put this stuff in order, shouldn't I? I really should. I'm such a bad person about putting my stuff in order. God. All right. So Fanny got a win yesterday. That young man right there is Scott Hall. He's one of the 19 defendants that, along with Donald Trump, that Fannie Willis had has on trial for the whole involvement in the election of 2022. Hey, quintessential in the 2022 election case. So he has pled guilty. Yesterday, he pled guilty to 5 misdemeanor counts of conspiracy to commit intentional interference with the performance of election duties. So so the problem is, by him saying that he did it, that implicates several other people in the case by him willingly admitting that he did it. Now he's going to serve going to serve 5 years probation. um the plea deal gives him 5 years probation, and $1,000 fine for each charge, so that's $5,000. So the allegations are that he unlawfully breached information in voting machines in Coffee County, Georgia, to access voter data, while Trump allies claimed massive voter fraud. So he went and took voter information, voter data on votes and things like that illegally through voting machines in Coffee County, Georgia. That right there is enough. Well, I should say in my estimations, but the trial still has to go. There's enough here. I just don't see how you get past all of this. There's too much happening. By him, they've already said there's another young lady. I forgot her name. It'll come to me. I'll have to get it to you probably on the politics of it all. But by him pleading guilty, another one of the other 18 automatically becomes guilty unless she says that he's lying. So by him pleading guilty, that immediately says that, oh well, this other person that worked with him, that implicates them as well, and it all is eventually going to go back to Donald Trump. I'm just trying to see how he gets from under this. But my girl Fanny, she got her win. They've been trying to come at Fanny all week. I loved how earlier this week Fanny said, "Girl, y'all think y'all moving me? Girl, I'm a black woman in law. Okay, I'm a black woman that's a district attorney. I done been hearing this for years now. Y'all ain't phasing me. Girl, boo, go sit down. I got enough protection. I got people around me. I got God and the angels around me. Kick rocks and kiss my ass. We got this over here. Don't worry about what we got going on. Like I'm scared because y'all calling me all kinds of names and all this. Girl, we got this. We're unfazed. I'm here for it. That's our good sister Fanny. So that's Jackie O, DC Young Fly's ex-wife. Well, I shouldn't say ex-wife, but now deceased wife. So her cause of death has been revealed. They're saying that the cause of death, hold on, was swelling in her brain. And well, the autopsy said that she had swelling in her brain and extensive bleeding of the skin under the torso. When she was after the surgery, she said that her brain was, or her head, I should say, was burning and began having difficulty speaking. Listen, she was unresponsive by the time the first attendance, and 911 was called. By the time first responders came, she was already unresponsive, and they pronounced her dead at the hospital. The doctor involved, Dr. Zachary Oka, baby, he said, "Oh, I ain't had nothing to do with this. This ain't got nothing to do with me. But baby, this ain't looking good for you, sir. It is not looking good for you. You, She was going to go get a mommy makeover where she was going to get fat taken out of her stomach, get liposuction and get the fat taken out of her stomach and put in her ass. And it didn't quite go too well. That's a horrible way for you to go. And if you're going to go get this kind of stuff, you need to make sure you go to the right people. Listen, God gave you what he wanted to give you. Now, I'm not saying you can't go augment and do what you can, but sometimes you be doing too much and it could have irreparable damage. Thoughts and there we are. Here's our medical expert. Sepsis probably set in. They say she was on cliproflaxa, cliprofloxacin. There we go. Clipro, cliprofloxacin, oxycodone, and on dancer on dancitron. That's an antibiotic, a painkiller, and anti-nausea medication. But they said after she complained about her head burning and stuff like that, um and she went to the doctor for a post-op appointment. She then went to get a massage to alleviate her pain and was advised to take ibuprofen and stop taking the anti nausea medication. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. After she stopped taking the anti-nausea medication later that night, that's when she said her head was burning, and she stopped being able to talk, and it's just a sad state of affairs. Speaking of sad ass people, oh, this coffee is extra good. So, can't read mine, can't read mine. No, you can't read my crater face. She can't read mine, can't read mine. No, you can't read my crater face. She oh, I'm sorry. I was having a whole moment at her demise. So crater face, can't read mine, can't read mine. No, you can't read my crater face. Has confirmed that she and Gordon Gartrell are now divorced. Not divorced, I'm sorry. Separated. Separate. What we got to do. Separate. Shout out to, was that Avant? I think that was Avant that sang that song. Wasn't that Avant? Separate. What we gonna do? Separate. Anyway, so Mia Thornton and Gordon Thornton are separate. Have split after 11 years of marriage. In a statement, she said, "What did she say?" She said, "Where's her statement?" Mm. She said, like all marriages, ours has its ups and downs. At this time, Gordon and I are separated, but my family is my number one priority, and I am committed to doing whatever it takes to make sure we are okay. We ask that you respect our privacy and give us the time and space to figure things out. End quote. The entirety of that statement, hey Shaby, the entirety of that statement goes against everything that the statement just said. One, when she said, but my family is my number one priority and I'm committed to do whatever it takes to make sure we're okay. Separating doesn't show me that family is your number one priority or that you're committed to doing whatever it takes to keep the family. That sounds like you're doing whatever it takes to do whatever you want. Damn the family, we splitting up, we gone. The other part about you, we ask that you respect our privacy and give us the time and space to figure things out. You're the only reason we know you, Mia, is because you decided to open up your family to us and get on this show to make money. Now you want it to be closed? No, ma'am, you can't have it both ways. You wanted to get on the show that's called The Housewives of Potomac. You wanted to make some money based on your marriage, and now that the marriage is going downhill, You gonna ceremoniously say, nah, we don't need y'all in our marriage right now. No, bitch, you can't have it both ways. Sorry, the toothpaste is already out the tube. I know what was her friend name last year that she was. What was the name of the friend? Because I know that friend is sitting back. What was the name of the friend that she had it out with last? Oh God, what was that girl name? I know she is over there sipping her tea like this. Oh, girl, this tea is real good. What was the name of the friend, y'all? Y'all know me, a friend from last season. Oh, I can't think of that girl name. Oh, I know she's so Jacqueline. Thank you, Xavier. Jacqueline. I know Jacqueline sitting at home like, bitch, bitch, you ain't shit. Karma got you, bitch. I'm here for it. Not Big Jack. I'm here for it. Jacqueline is sitting out. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Now, Gordon Gartrell is 139 years old. Okay, Gordon Gartrell is 139 years old. Gordon Gartrell was probably uh um uh middle class worker who worked for 30 years on a good job, saved up a good nest egg, retired, maybe in his 50s, okay, late 50s or so. You know what I'm saying? After he had done spent 30 plus years on a job, went down to the script club, spending some of his nest egg, because now he retired, fell in love with Crater Face over there. Crater Face saw money because she ain't nothing but a gold digger, and then put the 1-2 clamp on him in the boom boom room, and then thought she secured the bag. She got him to invest in these businesses and things like that, and to use up all his nest egg. When she saw the writings on the wall and that the nest egg was drying up, she made some good friends in good places and secured the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now she done used up all Gordon Gartrell's money. He ain't got no more money. She's now the main breadwinner. But why the fuck am I over there riding your gray pubes, bouncing this fake ass back and forth on your gray pubes if you ain't giving me no money? So she like, girl, me and my kids is gone. Because she got 3 kids. She got 2 by him and 1 by somebody else. So I think he ain't got no more money. And so she going on with life. She was like, you ain't getting none of my money that I done earned. She's a whore. She's a whole ass whore. He made her the CEO of what? She was never a CEO of anything. She done spent all that, right, Xavier. She done spent all that man retirement money. Girl, and now that she making all of the money, she don't want no parts of him. She was like, you ain't getting my money. And that's why she separated. Me and my kids going over here. And we gonna spend my money. I ain't got that type of time. You better go find you another, find you somebody else, because I ain't got nothing to do with it. Child, a mess. Prince Yahshua. I don't even know who Prince Yahshua is. You said she did better than Ashley? Well, I don't see how her and Ashley in the same book, both of them depending on a Bravo check. Neither one of them secured any bags from the man. Gordon Gartrell looked like he ain't got no more money. Freaking Michael Darby ain't giving Satana no money. So both of them, all they got is Miss Cohen and, whatever money Miss Cohen throwing at them. Girl, they might as well be strippers for Miss Cohen while he throw a couple dollars at them. Child, a mess. Mia is off the pole. Oh, she is off the pole, though. She is off the pole. That's true. Let me see who this Prince Yahshua is. Hold on. That do sound like a porn star who be on Brazzers or something. Prince Yahshua. Not really. I don't see it, Xavier. I mean, if I look, no, not really, Xavier. I don't see it. Yeah, he's a porn star. Okay. I don't really see it. Hey D, what's going on? D, I did finish sex education. So whenever you're ready to do this video, I did finish sex education. I finished her last night. Hey, IMC Brown, his family shut her off from the money, and I think G was a part of it. Um, anyway, we'll find out. But what's not gonna happen is Mia, you telling us give you and your family some privacy. You didn't want your family to have privacy. You opened your family up to us. Too late now, honey. I know we had him in our hashtag ABCs, but listen, listen, Tyrese, why can't you go back to being the boy in the back of the damn bus on the Coca-Cola commercial? Why can't we go back to you being that boy? You make it bad. You make all of us Capricorns seem like horrible people because of you and your fuck shit. The entirety of the Capricorn delegation and coalition denounce you and any parts of you. We give you to the Aquarius people. We're just going to give you to the Aquarius people. That how about that? You can be an Aquarius. Well, I think his birthday is in December, so he can go to Sagittarius. But we're not going to claim you. Let me see when your birthday is, Tyrese. His birthday is December 30th. Oh, he's 2 days older than me. Dear God, literally 2 days older than me. You can go and be Sagittarius since your birthday is in December. I don't have no understanding for you, sir. So let me give y'all this tea from Home Depot. Now remember he had the whole situation where you think he's mentally sick, child, where he's suing Home Depot for $1 million. Girl, let me read this to y'all. Because when I tell you Home Depot is ready to wrap her up, Home Depot is ready to wrap her up. Child. And this is from TMZ. Let me read it. It may be a little lengthy, but you got to hear all of this, y'all. Y'all got to hear all of this. Okay, here we go. Tyrese Gibson isn't about to let Home Depot call him a liar over claims of racism, saying he refuses to be bullied by the retail giant and is going to do all he can to correct the alleged discrimination he says he faced inside one of Home Depot's stores. Tyrese tells us he's 100% committed to, quote, taking a stand against the Home Depot in defense of our civil rights, of our own civil rights and the civil rights of all who have been subjected to discriminatory practices and consumer racial profiling, end quote. Child. Let me tell you what Home Depot is saying. The store says, okay, he came in, grabbed a bunch of items, and had a cashier ring everything up, then left the register to do more shopping for 25 minutes, forcing the cashier to clear the transaction. Because, baby, she can't be waiting here 25 minutes while there's other customers leaving your thing on there. Baby, she had to cancel that transaction and keep it moving. Girl. In his original lawsuit, Tyrese said the cash register delay happened because of a computer glitch, and he had to go to the parking lot to hide out because people started to recognize who he was rather than stick around to watch the rest of the transaction. Tyrese said the cashier allowed him to leave his credit card with a couple buddies who would complete the transaction, but Home Depot is calling BS. They said their footage shows Tyrese never even spoke face to face to the cashier. Eventually, Tyrese got on FaceTime with the cashier from the parking lot, but the cashier and store manager let him know he needed to come inside and present his ID to complete the transaction. Home Depot says their surveillance footage shows Tyrese come back inside, get in a heated argument with the store employees, but he never showed his ID and completed the purchase. Now he's suing them for $1 million. Tyrese, hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. Tyrese, listen, The people, the people say they ain't going for it. Now, if this was real discrimination and profiling, I guarantee you Home Depot would be doing everything in their power to get from under this. But Home Depot said, nah, bitch, we're about a lot of things, but what we're not going to do is let you play in our face. We have empirical evidence here. The surveillance video say, girl, this ain't it. You ain't even go talk to that lady. Girl, boom. They're going to get you tight. Tyrese, go get help. You and Chandler Jones, y'all need to go see some people. Y'all be, we're giving him to the Sagittarius. I'm sorry, Xavier. He belongs to y'all now. We want no parts of him. Us Capricorns, we're not claiming him. We clearly are not. He belongs to all of you. He belongs now to Sag Nation. He's a Sagittarius. So this young man, you may not know. Some of you all may not know him. I know him because I follow sports. So he is, well, he was a rookie last season. His name is Joshua Primo. He plays for the San Antonio Spurs. So has been suspended for 4 games without pay by the NBA for conduct detrimental to the league. Now, what did he do? Now, they're claiming that he engaged in inappropriate behavior by exposing himself to women. But here's the deal. I've been looking and reading different accounts. You never see anyone say, oh, he went and pulled out his junk. Oh, a woman says he flashed him. There's none of those stories. It's really vague. They never come out and specifically detail what he did. They just say he engaged in inappropriate behavior by exposing himself to women. So you're left with trying to connect dots. It sounds like, did you send a woman a DM of a dick pic and she said she didn't want it and went to the NBA on you? Is she trying to extort you or something like that? Like, it's really vague. When you in a corner taking a piss and it happened to be women around and you ain't know it and the women say you, I don't know. It's really vague. And the fact that it's only a 4-game suspension, that's really low. It's I want to do some more research on this. Um, uh, Let me read this part of the article. The one article, because I've read several articles on this, but one article that I've read says the NBA's decision to suspend Primo serves as a reminder that professional athletes are expected to adhere to a certain code of conduct, both on and off the court. While Primo maintains that his actions were not intentional, the league's judgment is based on the fact that his behavior, regardless of intent, is not in line with the standards set by the NBA. It's really vague. And here's the deal. Adam Silver and the NBA go on this whole, missionary tirade where they are trying to, clean up the NBA and make it, such a great and wholesome league, where you got leagues like Major League Baseball, hockey, and even in the NFL where white players do all types of nefarious things and they don't get anything. Nothing happens. It's nothing to see here. But in the NFL, which is overwhelmingly a black league, now y'all want to be heavy-handed, real vague on what it is. What exactly? I mean, what happened here? I don't know. This story intrigues me. I really want to. It doesn't just intrigue me because he's showing his junk, because I really probably do want to see what his junk look like. But that's not my intrigue. That's not why I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to know what really happened here, to see why the NBA did that. Now, it could be both ways. Maybe they're being vague to protect him, or they could be being vague because they're protecting themselves because there's really nothing to see here, but they just wanted a reason to suspend him. I guess we'll see. I'll monitor the situation for y'all and keep you posted. In other sports news, my good frat brother, Colin Kaepernick, is in the news. So earlier this week, J. Cole, pretty much put out there that he did ask to be on the New York Jets practice squad. Um, he asked to be on the New York Jets practice squad, and they pretty much ceremoniously turned their nose up and ignored him. We pretty much have figured that he was never going to re-enter the NFL. He is going to be the martyr. He's going to be the example that they set. However, he is getting some attention from the CFL, the Canadian Football League, the British Columbia Lions have now put him on their negotiation list for the Canadian Football League. And so that means that they can now start talks and they can now start to um, do, negotiations in order to get him to come um, to Canada to be a part of British Columbia's Lions. So I'm excited if he can go there. Who knows if he can go to the CFL, do well in the CFL, get all of this behind him, and can get a team in the in the CFL that backs him, supports him, gets some playing time, some stats behind him. Who knows? He might can make a late push back to the NFL. Only time can tell. But I think this is a move in the right direction. I met him a few times. Well, just 2 times, so that's not a few times. That's a couple times. But I met him twice. Great guy, really sexy. But and a good capper, man. He's a good nuke, good nuke. Shout out to my frat brother, Colin Kaepernick. So we're hoping that goes well. Shay B, you putting up the yo in the chat? That's you putting up the yo, Shay B, in the chat. I see you. So this is good news, people. We got some good news here. So that is the Purple Man himself, Prince. And why is the Purple Man himself in the news? Well, they are going to release Prince's estate is going to release a they're going to re-release, I'm sorry, the Diamonds and Pearl album as a super deluxe box set. In that super deluxe box set, there's going to be 2 new songs or singles on that album. One called Get Blue, one called Live for Love. I'm so excited because Diamonds and Pearls is my favorite Prince album. It is. All of Prince albums go in different genres and different things. He has rock, he has pop contemporary, he has some that's a little bluesy. Prince is so eclectic in his music and so gifted as a musician and artist. But the Diamonds and Pearls album, which came out early 90s, was heavy R&B, heavy traditional R&B, and I love that album. Oh my God, I love that album. So I'm really excited to hear these 2 songs. I'm really excited. So if you are a Prince fan, you should be excited as well. We know that his estate did report the Memoirs album turns 14 today. Oh wow, where did the time go? I'm a lamb. I'm never going to not put up anything dealing with my queen. But he had thousands and thousands and thousands of unreleased tracks and music in his vault that never saw the light of day. And so we could be getting Prince music, for years and years to come, which is an awesome thing. You're a lamb as well. What's your favorite Mariah song, Montrez? Let me ask you that. See if it's my favorite song. I think I told y'all what my favorite Mariah Carey song is. Anyway, I am a lamb through and through. A lamb through and through. I know I've said what my favorite Mariah Carey song is. I know I've said that on here. It's like my favorite song of all time. I mean, what are we talking about? I'm waiting for Montrez to tell me what his favorite Mariah, or any of you all. Everybody in the chat, now that I'm having a whole lamb moment, tell me your favorite Mariah Carey song. Everybody put it in the chat real fast. What is your favorite song by Mariah Carey? See what y'all come up with. But yes, I'm excited for this. Anytime they say we're getting new music by the Purple One, I'm here for it. Lord, so many. Stay the Night is so good. Oh, Stay the Night is so underrated on that Emancipation of Mimi album. It's such a good song. Make it happen whenever you go. Circles is such a good album song off the Emancipation of Mimi as well. Melt Away. Melt Away is such a hard song, and oh my God, the way she belts in Melt Away. But my favorite song of all time of Mariah Carey, and this is my favorite song of any artist, any music. And my favorite song is Underneath the Stars. Underneath the Stars is my shit. Oh my God. Underneath the Stars. It's so easy. I don't even have to say anything. So Lonely remix. It's a rap. Honey Child. Come through, Mimi. Mimi, one sweet day. Listen, I'm having a whole Mimi moment. Come through, Mimi. Come through, Mimi. Y'all know Mimi is my girl. Y'all know I'm a lamb through it. The ribbon. Oh, she's so many songs. Also, I love Anytime You Need a Friend, especially the acapella version with the full choir in the background. Listen, so many songs. Oh my God. Baby, it's all in your mind. Oh my God. So many songs. Stay the Night is such a, oh my God. Oh my God. So many Bringing on the Heartbreak. What about Bringing on the Heartbreak? I forgot about Bringing on the Heartbreak. Oh my God. That album, Charm Bracelet, is really that's probably her most slept on album. Her vocals on Charm Bracelet are legendary. Some legendary ass vocals on Charm Bracelet. Let me tell you. But that Bring It On a Heartbreak, she'll owe me nothing for Bringing On a Heartbreak. Listen, she'll owe me nothing. Let me keep it. Y'all know I can stay here on Mimi forever. Let me move on. The dossier is packed today. So we have more good news here. We're ending this. I think this is the last story in our dossier, but we like to always have good news before we get to our sugar spikes, of course. I do like the Memoirs album, Montrez. Listen, Montrez, I gotta keep moving. You're gonna get me started on Mariah, and I can keep going forever. Who is this young man? I'm glad you asked. This young man is Anthony Nesty, and he is about to become the first Black U.S. head swimming coach at the Olympics. So he will be the head of U.S. swimming at this next Olympics, and he'll be the first Black man ever. For those people who want some history on Anthony Nesty, old people will go back to the Seoul Olympics in 1988, where he was the first Black male swimmer to win an Olympic gold medal when he upset Matt Biondi in the 1988 Seoul Olympics. So he was the first black um, male to win a gold medal in swimming. He also became the first black coach to lead a U.S. team at the World Championships. Now, he is also the personal coach for Katie Ledecky, who is godlike. She's the Simone Biles of swimming, but she's white and not black, so I guess she wouldn't be the Simone Biles. But she is, she's the female Michael Phelps. Let's put it like that. And he has a heralded coaching career. So we are excited that he's going to be heading the men's. Has been chosen to lead the U.S. men's swimming team next summer in Paris. We're excited to see it. We're excited to see it. So I just always like when our black people do well, and we're happy for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, it is now time for your Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world. I want to fight. That he gave. His only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
How would somebody help me?
Sorry, y'all. I had to get me something sweet to regulate my sugar levels before we get to our Sugar Spike segment. Ooh. All right. So listen. That young lady there, her name is Grace Clay. And what happened to her is Grace Clay is a black girl whose classmates photoshopped her face onto an image that made it look like she was holding cotton. She was also berated and called racial epithets by her classmates. Let me read this to you. A Florida teen alleges she endured racist attacks from her peers at school, and the administration failed to do anything about it. Now her family is seeking help from the local NAACP and the U.S. Department of Justice. Grace Clay, a 16-year-old Babcock Ranch high school student, said she experienced bullying and mistreatment while playing on the volleyball team. Clay noted that she was referred to as a, quote, cotton picker, end quote, as well as other derogatory terms. Quote, get the black one, end quote, a student could be heard saying in a video obtained by news outlets. Quote, guys, she didn't pick her cotton this morning, end quote, can be heard in another video outlets received. Grace told her local news that she sat in the corner while she was struck with pillows during an incident at an away game. Quote, I put my hands up and I just sat there and took it, end quote. Let me stop right there. The fact that this black girl had to sit there and endure them beating her. And she said, quote, I put my hands up and I just sat there and took it. That right there in itself is so disheartening. That the fact that in 2023 our children are still enduring this type of uh, these types of actions. Let me keep going. When her family contacted the principal, they received a response that determined that the video was not, quote, racially discriminatory, end quote, according to the report. The girls in the videos were allegedly only told to sit out for one game. In another incident on her birthday, the teen said a meme of her face edited on an enslaved person was circulated by students on social media. Her family reached out to the NAACP. The Lee County chapter of the NAACP said that it had received complaints of harassment from multiple students who had similar incidents as Grace. One said they were referred to as a monkey, while another was met with homophobic comments. In addition, a photo posted on social media showed a student writing the N word on the board while playing hangman. The president of the local chapter of NAACP said in a statement, quote, parents should be outraged about what is taking place at Babcock Ranch High School, end quote. The school issued a statement condemning the video that Grace was in and added that it is working with the NAACP to address their concerns. According to reports, Grace's family will file a complaint with the Department of Justice to look into the culture of the school. What do y'all want me to do with that? This is a mess. A whole ass mess. This is not an isolated incident. I have more in other stories that are coming up. Let me get to this story of this human fecal matter. Hold on, let me pull this up. Where are you at? All right, here it is. So this is a Michigan man and not a Florida man, finally. Trigger warning. I'm just letting you know this is a trigger warning. A Michigan man pleaded no contest in the death of his 6-month-old daughter after he put a weighted blanket on her because she was crying while he was playing video games. On May 18th, 2022, police were dispatched to a home in Midland, Michigan, concerning an unresponsive infant. Police said the child was already dead when officers arrived and had a bloody discharge around her body and inside the crib. Court documents state the child was, quote, found deceased laying on her back in the bed, end quote. Officers reported they could see a dried red blood-like liquid inside the baby crib and under the baby's nostrils. Midland County Prosecutor J.D. Brooks said last year the baby died by asphyxiation while in the care of her father, 21-year-old Alex Lewis Marsh. The baby's mother was working at the time. Marsh initially told police that he rocked the baby to sleep and then checked on her about an hour later, and she was fine. Around 6 a.m., he left home to pick up the baby's mother from work, but he left the baby at home and didn't check on her before he left. After returning to the apartment, the couple found the baby in the crib deceased, court documents read. An autopsy was concluded, and the results showed, quote, fixed lividity on the right side of the body, face and side, and on her back, and blood in her chest cavity, is what the autopsy read. Marsh then admitted that the baby was crying, and he, quote, threw a large gray blanket, adult-sized heavy blanket, over the top of the baby in her crib, end quote. Midland County Chief Assistant Prosecutor Atea Duso said Marsh was playing video games and became upset when the baby interrupted him. On September 21st, Marsh pleaded no contest to a second-degree murder charge. In exchange, the charges of first-degree murder and child abuse were dismissed. Marsh was sentenced on November 16th and will serve a minimum of 13 and a half years in prison. Why does he not have life in prison is my question. I don't need to move any. I don't need to read anymore. These people are trash. Trash. Fucking trash. I can't do this. Moving on. So what you see here are students at a high school in Idaho where they spell out the N word, hard ER, in a photo that they shared on social media. In a now deleted photo, a group of 6 high school students are seen spelling out the N word on their shirts while holding up their middle fingers. In the same photo, a biracial girl is also lying on the ground while holding up the middle finger. Oh, yes, because that's a young lady laying on the ground who is biracial, and she's also holding up the middle finger while they're spelling out the N word on their shirts. The photo was posted to the Instagram account of one of the students in the photo, but has since been taken down. The teenagers in the post all attended Salmon High School in Salmon, Idaho. On Tuesday, after the photo had already made the rounds on social media, Troy Easterday, the superintendent of schools, made a statement saying, quote, as superintendent of Salmon School District, I am well aware of the current situation happening with the social media post by our Salmon School District students. At this time, the administrative team of the Salmon School District is investigating this post and will keep the community aware within legal confines of the law. End quote. In other words, we ain't gonna tell y'all nothing because we need to keep it in legal confines of the law to protect these bastard ass children that are gonna grow up to be just as racist as their parents, grandparents, and great grandparents. I don't know, Cams. They ain't tell us which one of the kids of the little girl is white. One parent who is we may have information, Cams. Hold your horses. One parent who is the mother of the biracial child said, quote, the post is disgusting and a hate crime. I'm ashamed and embarrassed. My husband is one of 2, maybe 3 African Americans in this town. I'm afraid if I said too much, it would affect my job or my small business. End quote. So it's the daddy of the little girl that's black. Another parent said, quote, the reason why there's hate in this community is because no one does anything about it. Period. These kids are old enough to know right from wrong. Parents do better, but you can't blame the parents for this because some of them are 18. They're adults. It's disturbing. You can blame the parents for this because the parents are the ones who condone this stuff, give them access to this stuff, and probably harbor a household where this stuff is okay. Child. So the daddy is black and the mom is white. Child. Child. A mess. A mess. In more news of raggedy ass parents, trigger warning. Trigger warning. All right. A California father reconnected with his estranged adult son. Then he bludgeoned the sleeping man with a sledgehammer. That's the headline. What do you want me to do with this? A California man who recently reconnected with his estranged adult son has been convicted of trying to murder him by bludgeoning him with a sledgehammer while he slept. On March 19th, 2023, the Ventura County District Attorney's Office said Anthony Nardini, 42, and his 24-year-old son, whose name has not been released, were living in Ventura County when they got into a physical altercation. Family members had to break up the fight, and Nardini went to his car. When he came back inside, his son was sleeping on the couch. Authorities said Nardini insisted that others in the house head to bed. When they did, he beat the son with the sledgehammer. Girl, police said family members rushed downstairs to help the victim, who suffered a severe head injury, and Nardini fled the scene. Officers responding to the scene found a bloody sledgehammer outside. The victim was rushed to the hospital and placed in a medically induced coma for several days and has since survived the attack. On September 21st, the DA's office announced a jury found Nardini guilty of attempted murder, aggravated mayhem, and assault with a deadly weapon in connection with the attack on his son. Nardini will be sentenced on November 1st and faces up to life in prison with the possibility of parole. Senior Deputy District Attorney Stu Gardner said, quote, while this conviction will never repair the emotional and physical scars inflicted by his father, we hope that this affirmation by the jury will bring some solace to the young man who experienced an unfathomable attack on his life. End quote. Listen, the man beat the boy in the head with a whole ass sledgehammer. Sir, sir, what? what? I don't, I don't have anything, y'all. I am Whitney Houston right now. I have nothing else to give. I don't know what y'all want from me. I gotta move on because I have nothing else. Oh yes, the stories of raggedy ass white people don't stop there. Another trigger warning. Here's the headline. Tennessee teacher charged with raping student age 12, rearrested for telling the victim he'll, quote, regret doing this, end quote. The Tennessee teacher charged with raping a 12-year-old student was rearrested Thursday after she was caught texting the victim, warning him that he would regret reporting her to the police. Alyssa McCommon, 38, was taken into custody at her Covington home and later charged with aggravated stalking, harassment, and coercing, just 3 weeks after she was busted on rape accusations, according to the city police department. The former fourth grade educator had been released after posting a $25,000 bond under the condition she ceases any communication with the boy she is accused of raping in 2021. So wait a minute. Let me hold pause. So white ass woman who raped a minor gets a $25,000 bond. She get the bond out and at 25,000, meaning all she needs is 2,500, and she can get out of jail. And she raped a minor. McCommon tried to skirt around the parameters by allegedly messaging the 12-year-old from a previously unknown phone number. Quote, the evidence indicates McCommon texted a victim using a specific code word known to the juvenile as a code word McCommon would previously utilize to confirm that the juvenile was alone, often before sending nude photographs on Snapchat. End quote. Covington police said in a statement. The mother of two, she got two of her own kids, then sent a flurry of messages warning the boy he would, quote, regret doing this, end quote. McCommon then allegedly admitted to a sexual encounter with the boy during the text exchange, police said. The victim immediately reported the harassment to the police, who arrested the teacher the same day. Quote, the actions of McCommon are not only appalling, but CPD is also concerned about this apparent violation of her bond conditions. Why did she get bond? Due to the nature of the communications, we are concerned others may have been contacted. End quote. Covington Police Chief Donna Turner said, this is on you, law enforcement, because not on the law enforcement, I'm sorry. This is on the penal system, because there's no reason she should have even been afforded bond. A mess. McCommon was rebooked into Tipton County Jail, where she is being held without bond. Oh, now y'all learn. In addition to allegedly sexually assaulting her former student inside her home in 2021, McCommon is also accused of befriending and carrying out inappropriate relationships with other former students online. Police said she sent them inappropriate photos and requested to have sex with them. She was booted without pay from her Charger Academy post on August 24th after a parent came forward with the allegations. McCommon maintains her innocence, with her defense attorney claiming social media is carrying out a witch hunt against her. Girl, I can't. I can't. I gotta move on. I can't. Yeah, let's just control alt delete her whole life. Just control alt delete her whole life, or just alt F4. How just about, control alt delete is too many buttons. Just alt F4. There we are. Just alt F4 her whole life. There we go. Just two buttons, not three. Just two. One hand, two buttons. Alt F4. Anyway, so in other spiky news, it looks like this government shutdown is happening. They have until midnight tonight. Let me just check and make sure ain't nothing come across on my desk showing that they done made. They're going to vote on a 45-day clean stoppage of the funding bill, but the vote ain't happened yet. We'll see how the vote. So as of right now, we still have an impending government shutdown coming. Let me read this from the Hill. The House will vote today on a 45-day clean stoppage fund bill that includes money for disaster relief, a major turn in strategy for Speaker Kevin McCarthy ahead of a midnight shutdown deadline. The clean continuing resolution would require support from 2/3 of the House for passage because it is being considered under a fast-track mechanism called suspension of the rules. That means it would rely heavily on Democratic support to pass. It will not have border policy changes, a non-starter for Democrats, or funds for Ukraine that some Republicans oppose. So they're taking out the border patrol, border policy changes. They're also taking out the money for Ukraine. McCarthy announced the plan following a nearly 2-hour closed-door conference meeting. Quote, we will put a clean funding stopgap on the floor to keep government open for 45 days for the House and Senate to get their work done. We will also, knowing what had transpired through the summer, the disasters in Florida, the horrendous fire in Hawaii, and also the disasters in California and Vermont, we will put the supplemental portion that the president asked for in disaster there too, keeping the government open while we continue to do our work to end the wasteful spending and the wokeism, and most important, secure our borders. I ain't got time for it. He went on this rant talking about he wouldn't take his if the government shut down, he wouldn't take his salary. Sir, you have direct deposit. Sir, the Constitution says that you have to get your salary. Stop playing with us. Stop playing in our face. Stop playing with us. Now, did I not call this? Did I not listen? Go back. I wish I could have pulled the clip of myself earlier this week, or was it last week, saying, here's what's going to happen. McCarthy is going to wait till the last day, throw some bullshit at the Democrats, and then say, oh, y'all got to sign this or it's on y'all if the government gets shut down. Did I not tell you that? Is that not verbatim what I said would happen, word for word? And what do we have right now? These fucktards waited to the last minute. So what are you going to do now, Democrats? Are you going to flinch? You going to flinch now, Democrats? Did I not call it? Who was here? Put a 27 in the chat if you were here in the live when I called this out word for word. Because remember, I said they needed to put my frat brother Hakeem Jeffries needed to put some placards on his door talking about his non-negotiables. Clearly, he must have had a placard on the door because they mentioned the non-negotiables about the border changes. A mess, a whole mess. This is a mess. A mess. A mess. A mess. Here's the deal, though. This still has to make it through the Senate. Because the Senate sent y'all something, and y'all ceremoniously use that as toilet paper. So now y'all go pass this and then send it up to the Senate and wait and say that the Senate has to pass this. A mess. Washington, D.C. is a shit show. Let's just be clear. A whole ass shit show. I ain't got the type of time. I'll monitor the situation. You know, we'll if we need to, we'll do a politics of it all on Monday. I'm off tomorrow. Okay, so we have a new segment called Blame Mark Zuckerberg. Y'all know that's my boo right there. Hey man. Hey man. I love following him on Instagram. Oh. Anyway, so in my perusal of Facebook, I ran across some things that I said, I just got to bring this to my people because my people need to see the fuck shit and fuckery that I deal with when I open my Facebook. So I'm just going to tell you I'm going to put up a few Facebook posts that came across my desk. Don't blame me. Blame Mark Zuckerberg. All right. Having baby fever, knowing CPS got your other kids is wild to me. A mess. A mess. Sam strips her way through medical school. This is the fuck shit that I see when I go on my Facebook timeline. In an abusive relationship with the cost of living. I mean, this is what I deal with. Shaved my bush, now my panties baggy. I don't know. I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm just telling you, this is why I try to avoid Facebook. Now, this one I couldn't agree with. Now, hold on. This one said, I don't trust people who eat cereal with this. I don't eat cereal without ice. I'm sorry. When I put my milk in my cereal, The next thing that's coming, I mean, I don't really eat cereal no more because I'm not 12 years old. But if and when I do eat cereal, you better believe I'm putting ice in my cereal. I don't trust people who don't put ice in their cereal with the milk. You need the ice. The ice keeps the milk cold. The ice also maintains crispiness of the cereal as long as possible. Now it's going to eventually get soggy, but it maintains it for a minute or two longer than it would if you didn't put no ice in the cereal. I put ice in my. I don't eat cereal a lot now, but I don't really eat cereal now. But whenever I did eat cereal, there was always at least 2 cubes of ice, 1 or 2 cubes of ice. 2 cubes is what you need. That's it. But I was always putting ice in my cereal. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm an adult. I haven't bought a box of cereal in 10 or 15 years, unless it was to make like some edibles or something like that. Let me not tell my life. Um, so y'all don't eat. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. White kids last one a rotten egg. Hood kids last one mama suck dick. That sounds about right. That's how we used to do. That sounds right. That's how me and my friends used to play. What if one day y'all go to sleep on an argument and one of you doesn't wake up anymore? Comment, I won. This is what I'm dealing with. This right here. It's what I'm dealing with. Pixar done switched it up. You know what? Stuffed by Disney Pixar. Not doing this with y'all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. I would like to ask you out, but you think I'm ugly. Who told you I think you're ugly? You don't think I am? I do. I just want to know who told you. Mm. Oh, wait, so if your coochie stank and you got it pierced, does that make it an onion ring? See, this is what I got to contend with on my Facebook, y'all. Disney bringing the heat in 2024. 2 girls, 1 cup. Mm, mm, mm. That's what y'all got going on. The way me and my friends would be fucking each other when we get drunk is crazy. Y'all don't know my life. I do have some friends that when we do get drunk, oh, it goes down. Does that make me a horrible person? I got a couple friends that when we go out and we get drunk, whoever drove, and when we drop that person off, when that person is dropped off, we going upstairs and it's going down. Judge your mama, don't judge me. I got a couple friends, and it does not change any of the dynamics of our friends. We're still great friends, but hey, we got drunk. Hey, it happens. We going on with life. We go ahead and bust each other down and keep it moving. Nicki Minaj showing the girls how to fight off a sex offender. See, this is why I told y'all. This is why I have horrible friends. By the time you realize my work, someone else will be eating me out. I've gotten greasy with several friends, and we're still great friends today. Great friends. The grease doesn't diminish our friendship and doesn't question our friendships. I'm just saying, I can compartmentalize. So can they. Me looking at y'all pair fried fish with spaghetti. Right. Spaghetti does not go with fried fish. I don't know where they find you weird people. I don't know where they find you weird people. Spaghetti does not go with fried fish. Like, no. Spaghetti goes with garlic bread. You don't need a meat because if you cook good spaghetti right, it has meat sauce. The meat is in the sauce. Or you have meatballs. Spaghetti goes with garlic bread, not with fried fish. I don't know where they find you. Y'all must have been raised in like Mississippi or Alabama or somewhere where they do weird stuff like that. Shout out to Cam the Harold who from Alabama. Him, I've been had, I'm not doing this with y'all. You know what? I'm not doing this with y'all. Not doing this with y'all. That sounds about right. That right there is so accurate. I never thought to put spaghetti in fry. Me neither, Montrez, until I saw people start doing it. And I was like, why are they cooking fish with the spaghetti? I ain't never understood it. You never paired those two dishes together. Listen, Cam, I'm trying to figure. I be seeing people do. I be like, what is this fish with your spaghetti? What is happening here, girl? Hairdresser, can we reschedule? You know what? Got Lori Lightfoot. Exactly, Tanya. Two separate dishes. My mama eats fried chicken with her spaghetti. Why, Harold? And I can say that I know I raised her. I don't even understand that. Right? I'm just trying to make sense. I sometimes say been bad, but I have never typed it. And I damn sure ain't never typed or said been bad. Oh, oh God. Mm, that's Lori Lightfoot, honey. All right. All right, in the year. What year are we doing this year on in the year? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Oh, I remember. I think yeah, I know what year we did. Listen, I had forgot what year this was. I had forgot what year. So what year are we doing on in the year 1972? That's what Tracy said. Tracy said 1972. It's not 1972, Tracy. It's not. It's not 72. See what else y'all got. 1966, no. 2006, no. Let's go to 1990. No. Did we do 19? I feel like we did 1990, Harold. Harold, I feel like we did 1990. 1988. I know we did 1988. That I know. Really popular year though. Really, really popular year. We got this year. I had almost forgotten what year I did. 1981. I think we did 81, Tracy. 2002. Volvo, you're so close. The year is 2001. The year is 2001. 2001 is the year. I guess we don't have to ask what happened in 2001. 9/11. Yeah, I did 2002. 9/11, I remember where it's if you were alive during that time, you remember exactly where you were. I remember I was home. I remember it was a Tuesday morning. I remember Monday Night Football happened the night before. I was young. I was real young, but I remember that night I had got plastered. And I went to I called off. I was real young too. Was I interning? I still was. I was. It was a. it was a pseudo internship, pseudo new employee orientation type thing. But I remember I had got plastered. Um, and I remember I called off. And I remember laying in a bed and I got up, rolled over, looked at because the TV was on Good Morning America because I always sleep with my TV on. And I looked and they showed the attack and I rolled back over because I thought it was a movie. And I rolled over and said, "Oh, that looks like it's gonna be a good movie." And rolled back over. And when I rolled over again and kind of, realized what was happening, I was like, oh shit. Remember President Bush was sitting in a classroom reading the kids because he was promoting the No Child Left Behind Act and so forth. And he was reading to some kids, and that's when one of his aides came and whispered in his ear, "Our country is under attack." And he stayed there and tried to stay calm and then finished out what he was saying to the kids and then walked out. And then, um, I remember my aunt worked in the World Trade Center. We couldn't find her for a few days. Um, it was scary time for the people. Right. I was living in the movie. Oh man. Cha. Remember after that was the anthrax um was being sent to members of Congress. Senator Tom Daschle got sent that letter along with some anthrax in it. They're trying to kill the people. I remember saying like a second grade, and my teacher just broke down crying because we couldn't find nobody. All of a child, my aunt worked on the 80 something floor. I think the 83rd or 86th floor. But my aunt, the only reason my aunt, because my aunt would have been at work, my aunt was on the north tower, the tower that got hit first. Everybody on my aunt's floor died because where the plane hit, it went right into um that was one of the floors. And my aunt was only late because my cousin got in trouble at school and she had to go to a parent teacher conference. And she went to a parent teacher conference and was late to work. And she said she was literally 3 blocks from the building and the plane went over her head and went into her building. And if not for that parent teacher conference, she would have been at work already. Mm. But yeah, the anthrax got started getting sent around. Remember, we had the war on terror in Afghanistan and stuff like that, and all of that began. The axis of evil, the weapons of mass destruction. Remember the shoe bomber, and that's why we still to this fucking day have to take our shoes off at TSA, unless you're a TSA pre-check like some of us, because I don't slum it up with you regular people. I have TSA pre-check and clear. I'm not standing in a line with you normal people. I'm a little bougie when I fly. I'm a little bougie. I'm not standing in line with those people over there. Girl, that line too long. I have TSA pre-check and I have clear. Please, I'm not standing over there with them people. Play with me. I'm not taking my shoes off, and I'm not taking my laptop out of my bag. Stop playing with me. My mom was going crazy. She couldn't find my brother for days, and she was child. People, it was scary times back. It was a very scary time. I remember for a long. It was years before I would see a plane flying in the sky and not be afraid. I kind of had a little PTSD about that because it was like years that went by before I would not tense up or kind of be afraid seeing a plane flying in the air. Yeah. The first iPod came out in 2001. The first iPod came out 2001. iTunes was also released in 2001 along with the first iPod. For all those of you youngins, that's what it used to look like back in the day. Dale Earnhardt died that year. Dale, the famed NASCAR driver, Dale Earnhardt, died in a crash in a NASCAR during a race, a NASCAR race. He crashed during his race and he died. Was that the Daytona 500? I think it was the Daytona 500. I think. Wikipedia, many people don't know Wikipedia started in 2001. Now, it didn't catch on until years later, but it started in 2001. Sure did. Sure did. Here are the top grossing films of 2001: Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Lord of the Rings, Rush Hour 2, Monsters, Shrek, Pearl Harbor. I saw all of these movies. The Mummy Returns, Jurassic Park 3, Planet of the Apes. If you notice, a lot of the first installments of many series like Planet of the Apes had multiple movies after that. Harry Potter, of course, Shrek, of course, Monsters. I felt like y'all wanted to see 11 through 20 as well. I saw Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I saw Dr. Dolittle 2. I did not see Spy Kids. Princess Diaries is one of my favorite movies. I loved that movie, Princess Diaries, with Julie Andrews. Loved it. Ocean's 11, American Pie 2. The Fast and the Furious started in 2001. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Castaway. There were some good movies in 2001. Great movies. This was 22 years ago. Here's some of the top songs of 2001. Oh God, Alicia Keys was everywhere. I hated Alicia Keys' first album. But Janet Jackson's "All for You" album was out, and that is my favorite Janet Jackson album. I was getting my life. Music was everything this year for me. Oh, child. Let Me Blow Your Mind. Oh yeah, Eve featuring Gwen Stefani. I remember that song. I hated Jennifer Lopez. I hate her. Hated her music. I remember Dido. Thank You. Destiny Skanks, Independent Women, Blue Cantrell, Hit 'Em Up Style. These were some good songs. It wasn't. I knew all of these songs. Oh yeah, I can tell you're lying because when you're replying, you stutter, 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 stutter. You're listen. That 8701 album don't owe me nothing. That 8701 album by Usher don't owe me nothing. You remind me. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. Believe. Listen, that whole album don't owe me nothing. Child. What a Party At by Jagged Edge was a bop. That was a club. When What a Party At came on in the club, listen, please be clear. You ain't owe me nothing. When Jagged Edge, What a Party At came on. This is a lot of good music back there. Dear God, Peaches and Cream. What would you do if your son was at home? Right? Oh God. Destiny, Skank, Survivor. When they redid Lady Marmalade for Moulin Rouge movie, yeah, that was a big one. Remember, I think it was the MTV Music Awards. They did Maya Pink, Lil Kim, and Christina Aguilera did it, and Patty came out with them. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Who? Love Don't Cost a Thing. I did like that song, Jennifer. I did like that song. It's just some good songs, some good music. That's just the top 36. Get your freak on. Get your freak. Listen, this up. There we go. Here's the next. It's just some good music here. Can you feel me in? That whole Craig David first album. If you don't know who Craig David is, he was from England. Real cute too. Like he had an album. That whole first album by Craig David was so good. I really recommend that album by Craig David. You'll fall in love with it. You'll fall in love. Trust me when I tell you, you'll fall in love with it. Craig David's first album. Someone to call my lover. Oh, listen. I love that video because it was so simple. I love when she just in the middle of the street shaking her hips, just shaking her hips. I ain't got to do nothing for y'all. Like, girl, I'm Janet. I don't have to do all of that. You know who I am. Girl, I live, Janet. I live. Maya Case of the X. That's probably her best song. That's probably her best song. Bootylicious, listen. Bootylicious was my jam. Bootylicious was, I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly Young. That and Nasty Girl, where she used to do nasty, put some clothes on. Just looking at you. I like Beyonce back in the day, but then, she just, oh, child. Listen, it all went downhill. Fiesta. It's so many good songs on here, y'all. Promise by Jagged Edge was such a good song. Missing You by Case. I'm missing you. Oh my God. It's so many. I can stay on this list forever. Listen, I need to listen to these songs right now. This I promise you. Listen, Little Mo Superwoman. Her and Fab. Remember her and Fab used to do a lot of songs together. This is just a great this is a lot of good music. Listen, I was having the time of my life. The time of my life. Do you hear me? The time of my life. When I tell you I used to be in the club every week. Every week. They ain't owe me nothing. Three LW. No more. Baby, I'ma do right. That's what promise this, promise this. That's the promise this, promise this. Oh my God, I gotta move on. But yeah, this is a great list, y'all. Great list. Great list. Sunshine Anderson heard it all before. That was a great song. You know that song still come on right now, and people be bumping that 1 Minute Man. Listen, my favorite line on 1 Minute Man was 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes. Hell, not to please me. You gotta sleep in it. Ow! hell, not to, hell, not to please me. You gotta sleep in it. I live for her. I live for Missy and Trina. Oh my God, I want to revisit BT. Listen, this was a great year of music, y'all. Great year of music. All right, we about to get up out of here, y'all. It's time for some palate cleansers. Time, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender conforming. It is time for our palate cleansers. Let's do it. We've had a great time, and let's get these palate cleansers to get up out of here. I need my crabs. My crabs. I think I've earned my crabs today. All right. Oh, hey. Oh, hi there, cowboy. Oh, y'all know how I am about water. Listen, y'all know how I am about water. The way that light is just kissing the skin. Oh, yes. Perfection. Magnifique. Oh, the hair, the skin. Oh, dear God. Mm. Oh, hey, lady. Y'all know how I am about water. Are you gonna add to the King Crab Fund? Cam, you telling me King Crab only? Are you contributing to the King Crab Fund? Y'all know how I am about a man in glasses. Oh, and all that melanin. Oh, with the glasses, dear God above. Oh. Oh, hey, that's cute though. That's cute to me. That's a cute picture. What are you talking about, Cams? God. Mm. Oh. Ooh. Oh. I like that hat. That's a pretty hat. That is a pretty hat. And the glasses with it too. Hmm. It's real cute. Oh, don't fall now. Don't fall. You too cute to be falling. Mm. Oh, that now this right here is my type. Oh, yes. Skinny, hair, eclectic. Yeah, I could do some things with that. That's all. I put this in there for me. This for me, not y'all. This for me, not y'all. This for me. Oh, hey, lady. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I could do some things with that. Mm. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I would get in a lot of trouble with him. I would get in a lot of trouble. Lot of trouble. That one too. I get in a lot of trouble with that one too. Oh, hey, pretty lady. Oh, hey, boy. There you go, Harold. There you go. I made. I always now I have to include one salt and pepper for Harold. There you go, Harold. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. Oh, mm, mm, mm. You looking for me? I'm over here. Oh, hey, boys. Ooh, that's a lot of woman right there. That's a lot of woman. That is a lot of woman. Mm. Mm-hmm. Hey, you. Mm-hmm. Oh, what you holding on to? Oh, that's a lot of woman right there. That's thickness right there. That is thickness. Mm. Oh, that's a lot of woman. Oh, oh, I was taken aback by him. Oh, 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 Oh. Oh. Hey, Rebel. Look at Rebel. Rebel do got a nice body. I ain't gonna lie. Rebel got a nice body. I heard he ain't got no meat though, but he do got a nice body. I ain't gonna never deny him that. Yeah. Mm, mm, oh, 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 mm-hmm, oh. There go my boo. I don't know how finding the men is the easy part for me. Finding the ladies is the hard. Listen, can I tell y'all how I be on this search every Friday trying to find the lady? The men come easy. Oh, they come a dime a dozen. I find all of it. But the ladies be so hard for me to find, y'all. Girl, I be trying so hard to find good lady, good quality ladies for y'all. Listen, it'd be so hard to find the ladies. It'd be so hard. Uh, all right, y'all. That's our last one. We about to get out of here, y'all. We about to get up out of here. Listen, I hope that you enjoyed Silly Saturday today. I enjoyed y'all. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed me. If you enjoyed yourself, don't you can don't hesitate to contribute to the platform. I am going to go get me some king crab according to Cam's. I have to do king crab only. Put some shondos in the chat before we get out of here if you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully you did. Make sure you hit the like button and all of that good stuff and share this video out so the other people can come back and watch it and have as much of a good time as you did. Listen, I am spent. I have done the Lord's work today. And and we about to get up out of here. Listen, I am spent. I have done the Lord's work today. I'm about to go and treat myself to some crabs. Some crabs. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Listen, go enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great one on me and on purpose. And we will see you all back here at the appointed time on Monday. And we're gonna make it do what it do. Listen, I had a great time today, y'all. I'm getting up out of here. That's all I got for y'all. I ain't got nothing else to give. I have no more to give. No more to give. I've given my all. We've given almost 2.5 hours of ourselves. We out here. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.